Comedy Bus presents Laugh Tracks.
Now here's your host, Mike G. Williams.
How you doing? Good to see you tonight. Thank you for coming out. I love you guys. How many, by show of hands, how many have children? You have children. I just want to stop. This is not part of the act. This is just part of I'm venting right now. If you have children, I want to warn you. They make these little pills. I don't know if you've seen these. These little pill things. They're green. They sell them to your kids. Dollar store has them. You throw the pills in the water. 5 minutes later, dinosaurs. Have you seen these, right? You've seen these. You know what I'm talking about? I take vitamins. Friday night, I come past the counter. Oh, look, I've forgotten to take 3 of my vitamins. What do I do? Because I want to be healthy, right? You know, so I went to bed. 10 minutes later, I thought I was having a baby, okay? I told my wife, baby, there's something, feel it, it's moving, it's moving. And she's like, quit being a whiner, okay? You know, it's like, an hour later, I'm in the emergency room. Now, you understand at this point, we did not know what I did, okay? You know what I did. We did not know. They did an ultrasound, and I could hear him in the background. Did somebody left a sponge in him? Did we operate it on him lately? You know, it looks like he ate Barney. What is the deal here? They said, Mr. Williams, have you been operated on? I'm like, no, I haven't. She goes, well, she turns to the screen. Look at this. And it was at that point that I realized that I swallowed 3 dinosaurs, okay? And now, so I figured out that they start laughing about it. The doctors are coming in. They're going, you know, we don't know whether to call a proctologist or a paleontologist, you know? And they're doing stupid jokes. Looks like you're going to have a Jurassic poop number 2, you know? And it's wrong. So I say that because I love you. Be careful of the dinosaur pills. We are going to have a great time tonight. Folks, my name is Mike Williams, and I'm thrilled to be here, and I'm thrilled to introduce our very first act. Would you please make welcome Kristy Byers.
Hi, how are you? Well, I'm single. I've been single since birth. As longer than Jesus walked the earth, by the way. I don't know about you, but I have a best friend that's always trying to set me up with somebody. And I always find out the guy she sets me up with is just stupid. The problem with that is that she thinks I'm perfect for a stupid man. I did go out on a blind date once, and I hate to tell y'all, but he was so boring. He was a youth minister, and he's sitting there over dinner, heart-wrenchingly telling me how he wants his young people to come to church. I thought, if you're this boring at church, I wouldn't go either. Not long after that, somebody set me up with another gentleman, and they either didn't realize that I was closer to 36 and he was closer to 23. Yeah, were you there? It wasn't pretty. So we're at dinner, and he's sitting there going, I know you from somewhere. Middle of dinner, he goes, I know where I know you from. When I was in junior high school, I went on the trip with the youth from First Baptist. You were the youth minister. I have a few dating rules. You are not dating material for me if at any point in time in your life I have set your curfew. I don't date men whose makeup looks better than mine. And if I have to cut your food up, you're either too young or too old for me. I did have a friend, she asked me once, she said, Kristy, where are all the caring, sensitive, gorgeous men? I said, well, unfortunately, most of them got boyfriends. It just doesn't help in this day and age. Well, I tell you, I need a man. If I'm real honest, I just need to face it. I need a man. I'm tired of carrying my pocketbook when I go shopping. I'm just tired of spending my own money. I'm a comedian, I'm broke. But I will tell you this, I moved out of my apartment this past weekend, and I found my list. It was my 21-year-old list of all the things I wanted in a man. And the first one was Christian. The second one was funny. The third one was brown hair. The fourth one was blue eyes. The fifth one descended of Billy Graham. You know what was number 18 on a list of 20? Job. My 42-year-old list is different. Number 1, Christian. Number 2, job. Number 3, job with benefits. Number 4, job with benefits, 401k, retirement, vacation plan, and a dental program. Number 5, a job where he travels at least 278 days a year. Because I've been single a long time. I'm pretty sure he's going to get on my nerves. Number 7, hair, optional. Number 20, romantic. My pastor told me I needed to start being a little more positive and hopeful, so I left it on there. She's going to scratch it off, baby. It doesn't matter. Number 45. Well, speaking of hopeful, I have a friend. She is a motivational life coach, and she's kind of scary because she's from the Bronx. And that's a good thing to have in a motivational life coach, because if you're scared she's going to kill you if you don't do what she says, you'll get your life together. But she called me one day and she said, Christy, I'm going to start body imaging. I'm like, cool, makeup and a haircut. I said, what is that? She said, body imaging. I discovered that sugars and carbs is bad for my body type. I said, sweetheart, sugars and carbs is what gave us our body type. She said, well, body imaging is where I get to eat all the green fruits and vegetables that I want and spend 30 minutes a day in God's beautiful world. I'm thinking, that sounds like diet and exercise to me. She said, I prefer body imaging. Well, I prefer big bone, but that doesn't change the reality of my life. Well, big bone, I just got it myself. Well, I tell you, I turned 40 not recently, and I was afraid that I was going to hit that wall and crash and burn, you know what I mean? Where you just think you're going to do some really stupid things. And I decided that I was going to have an intentional, conservative midlife crisis. And instead of having an inappropriate relationship, I just filled out a fake profile at eharmony.com. So if you know anybody talking to Sheba3198, she's perfect, but she ain't real. Thank you very much.
Please welcome Leland Klassen.
Hello there. Thank you so much. It's great to be here. And I'm glad you're here and not at some kind of godless evil dance type show, because dancing's wrong. It's wrong, okay? My grandma told me it was wrong, and my grandma doesn't lie. My grandma said it's evil. It's funny my grandma's so much against the dancing too, because when she got older, when she walked, it looked like she was dancing, you know? It's just a joke. Come on, it's a joke. God has a sense of humor. I know that because every morning when I wake up, I look in the mirror and it's funny. It's funny. He did a prank on me. He gave me hands this size. That's not right, is it? And if you feel like the place is moving, it's my hands shifting from side to side. That's what it is. I've got way too big. I can't even wave to without hitting myself half the time, you know? Hey! I can do, oh, it's windy. Where are we going? You got hands this big, folks? You don't need arms. That's what I'm talking about. That was a business card. I'm handing a business card. That's how I do it. way too big of hands. I forget sometimes. The other day I woke up, I was like, ah! Oh, that's right. Okay. I thought there was a horse's head on my pillow. It's just my hands. I'm fine. I don't know, but this is a fun job. The comedy, it's fun. It's so much fun. You gotta enjoy the job you do. That's what I realized over time. You gotta enjoy what you do. You know, you got a job you hate when you're sitting at home taking a sick day. You know, legitimate sick day. You're puking your guts out in the toilet there, but at the same time, you're still thinking, boy, I'm glad I'm not at work. Hope I feel this sick tomorrow. Does it feel like it's rocking to you? Actually, some people make themselves sick. You know, these people actually stick their fingers down their throat to make themselves throw up. Yeah, I'd never do that, eh? I'm not gonna barf up a lung if I do that. I'm not gonna puncture a lung. Let's be honest here. I got a gag reflex. I'm picking my nose sometimes, you know. That's the thing. I am Canadian. It was mentioned I'm Canadian, and I always have to cross that border every time I come do anything down here. And man, it scares me. The border scares me. I'm not trying to hide anything from the customs people or anything, but you still feel that. I try to lighten it up. The last time through, the guy was like, "So you're a comedian?" And I was like, "Yeah." So what are you gonna be talking about? And I was like, "I don't know. Depends how well this goes." Yeah, don't say that. Eh? I almost didn't make it. Let's just put it that way. Let's just leave it at that. Almost didn't make it. They intimidate me more. They can intimidate me more than the Canadian military does, because they've got guns. No, that's not true. The Canadian military has guns. They just don't have any bullets. But no, here's the thing about the Canadian military. Great, really well trained, great troops. But they just don't have any proper equipment. You know, when we send our troops over to Afghanistan, I don't know if you guys know this, but we send our troops over there in green camouflage. Green camouflage to the desert. The little Canadian green troops run along the desert sands, you know. The Taliban are like, should we shoot them? Don't shoot them, they're Canadian. They're unarmed. Oh, wait. You know, Canadian Special Forces are like, don't mind me, I'm just a green bush. The wind's blowing me all willy-nilly. That's basic training in Canada. You gotta be able to do this. Our military. I mean, I used to watch. Here's the thing. I used to see these convoys going by. Convoys going by to go do their military exercises. I'd see other countries doing this. I'd see convoys. I'd see missiles, tanks, might, power, force. Eh? Every time I saw these Canadian guys go by, it was the same thing. It was a couple of camouflage jeeps, a camouflage truck, a semi with the flatbed, and on the flatbed, camouflage bulldozers and graders. Right? Every single time, bulldozers and graders. What's our military strategy? What is that? Okay, we're gonna dig a huge hole and cover it with dry leaves and brush and such. Then when the enemy comes along, where are those Canadians? Oh! Then we'll smack them with hockey sticks. I'm sorry. Are you okay? I'm sorry. Come here. I'll take you to the hospital. It's free. Let's go. No, go now. You're going to be waiting a while. Get in there. Don't hesitate. I used to live by... I got to tell you, okay, so I grew up in kind of central-ish Canada. I grew up in a place called Saskatchewan. And just so you know where it is... Oh, there you are. It's kind of, here's a map of Canada. Saskatchewan's kind of there-ish. And it's directly north of North Dakota, just so you kind of get an idea where it is. And by the way, even we make fun of North Dakota. So, kidding, I'm sorry. Apologize. But in the middle of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, downtown Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, we've got one of Canada's premier naval bases. It's not even close to the river. I got no idea. Here's the kicker, too. It's called the HMCS Unicorn. It's with even fairies and pixie dust. and flying ships. Here comes Captain Hook, everybody pixie dust. I don't know. And we have bought some stuff. We just bought some tanks off the Netherlands. I guess that's a good deal. I don't know. Is that what the Dutch are known for? Tanks and wooden shoes, isn't that there? We did buy. Here's the thing: we bought 4 used submarines off the British a while back there. They're leaking. I don't know how else to say it. They're leaking. Shouldn't that be the first thing you check if you're buying used subs? You know? And it was the British that sold to us. The British, our allies, the British, treat us like used car salesmen treat somebody or something. So everything's okay with these things, eh? Oh, quite fine, ready. Tip top. Do they hold water? A little bit. Oh, we we'll take them. And they're catching on fire too, that was the other thing? How does it even happen? It's underwater. I get subs that are defying the laws of physics. You know, it's like bloop, bloop, bloop. Don't touch the water. According to my calculations, that's gonna be hot. Hot water. And they're diesel too, right? That's what you want in a stealthy sub, ain't diesel? Must be a Canadian sub, I guess. It's, could be an octopus with a bad cold, I suppose. No, that's Canadian sub, it's sinking. And it's on fire! You guys have been it's so fun, so amazing. I normally end on a impression, and I don't really do that anymore, because I guess this is what it is for me. You do an impression of somebody, it's like you put them up on a pedestal, you put them in a higher place than you know, it's almost like hero worship, you know, and I think that's wrong. In fact, I think people that do impressions are losers. Little is her. Thank you very much. Oh, righty. It's Jim Carrey. He's like, I didn't even sound like George Bush. I don't know. Thanks a lot, you guys. I'm Leland Klassen. Take care.
Please welcome Dave and Brian.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're Dave and Brian. I'm not Dave.
And I'm not Brian.
We sing stupid songs for a living.
Thank you. So I'd like to talk a little bit about swimming. Swimming has always been an interesting thing in my life, partly because I had a very tough mother growing up. Anybody else tough mothers out there? Tough moms? A few of you are there, I see. My mom was tough. She taught me how to swim by just throwing me in the pool, you know? With no water. Just kind of tossed me in. And I climbed my way out. She said, "See that, David? Next time you're near the pool, don't be afraid of the water. Appreciate it." It worked. No longer afraid of water. Definitely afraid of dry cement, but water, not an issue in my life anymore. Not anymore. Another reason swimming was weird is because I grew up poor. And just swimming was awkward when you're poor, because afterwards at school when you're swimming, you're hanging out in the locker room and all the kids are bragging about their towels. You know, mine's got the Ninja Turtles. Mine's got the Power Rangers. And then there's me. Mine's the quilted Quicker Picker Upper. Just wasn't as effective. Well, we're gonna break into one more song here, and this song is a kind of an emotional song. If you don't mind, we pour our hearts out here. And this song is. Anybody here ever been dumped? Yeah, sir. Honestly, right? Okay, good. Well, this song's about that time in your life, that age where being dumped and going out, it's all very confusing. This song's about being dumped in the 3rd grade. And it's a little number we call Red Rover, but we're gonna need your help.
Saw her on the sidewalk selling lemonade. Her name was Jessica, we were in the 3rd grade. She had style, she was cute, in her stonewashed jeans and her
her jelly shoes.
Within a week, I was calling her my girlfriend. That's when I started to neglect my Teddy Ruxpin.
We spent a lot of time talking on the phone and watching classic films like Home Alone.
She put Bryan Adams on a mixtape for me.
Then in 4th grade, she started to ignore me.
She got into makeup,
I got into kickball.
it was a messy breakup. Red Rover,
Red Rover.
me and Jessica are over. She broke my heart and hurt my wrist with her snap bracelet. Red Rover,
Red Rover.
me and Jessica are over. And I don't think I'll ever fall in love again.
At least not till I'm 10.
She asked me to dance at the Halloween party. I was Jake the Snake, she was Tanya Harding.
The next day when I asked her out, she said, I can't right now, I've gotta watch Full House.
And pretty soon things got a little messy. She found a new guy, he looked like Uncle Jesse.
I should have known right from the start. While I played Nintendo, she played with my heart.
When we were young, we took so much for granted.
Like Hootie and the Blowfish and Pluto as a planet.
Now she's alone at Walmart.
I'm stalking her on my
She
face.
should not have broken my heart. Red Rover,
Red Rover.
me and Jessica are over. She broke my heart and made me sick with mononucleosis. Red Rover,
Red Rover.
me and Jessica are over. And I don't think I'll ever fall in love again.
At least not till I'm 10. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We're Dave and Brian. We'll see you later.
Please welcome Gordon Douglas.
Thank you so much. How many married folks out there? Okay, great. A lot of energy. How about the singles? There's a couple there. I'm working on a program called Things I Wish I Knew Before I Said I Do. I've been married 28 years, and it is great. My wife says living with me is like being on a vacation. And her actual words was I was her last resort. Never thought I'd get married because this is as good as I looked. This is my peak right now. We got married, we were told we couldn't have children. And I took in 3 boys. We did from South Philadelphia. When they left, we took in 3 more, and then 3 more, and then 3 more, and then 3 more. 14 boys, 2 girls. 2 prisoners came to live with us under an in-house arrest program. My father-in-law moved in 1984. Charlie brought his son Chucky, who has Down syndrome. So we had Chucky and Charlie, the 2 boys, the 3 girls, and then God blessed us with 5 kids the doctor said were impossible. In fact, we had 4 before the doctors told me what was causing it. We struggle. We have fun at our house, though. Whenever we have company, we line everybody up and we play a game. It's called Guess Which One is the Convict. And you know what's interesting? You cover up those ankle bracelets, people can't tell. And I am blessed. We're blessed with a big family, a wonderful wife. This June, she'll be 7 years cancer-free. I am so excited about that. Praise the Lord. The doctors told me, do something every day to make your wife smile. People who laugh every day, they require less pain medication. They heal quicker. And there's nothing funny about cancer, but there is good news. Like, since she's had radiation, we don't need a nightlight anymore. And the town, all the churches in our town, they got together. They brought food over to feed all our kids. Ladies came and took care of my wife. People sent us vitamins. Someone sent us a bottle of shark cartilage. Do you remember that study last year? Sharks don't get cancer. They now sell this in health food stores. You guys ever been to a health food store? Are they not the sickest people who work there? I mean, don't you just want to give them a coupon for a Big Mac? You know, get in the sun. I mean, they're like, eat some fries. I go into the health food store, $80 for 20 little pills. My wife's taking it. People say, did it heal her? I don't know. But she is swimming faster than ever. I mean, I can't take her to the beach now. Last time I did, she started biting people. It was embarrassing. Oh, it was embarrassing. Oh, but we have fun. We have fun at our house. And I'm working on this project because there's so many things that I know now that I wish I knew then. They're coming up with all this research that men and women are different. Shocking, isn't it? They say women have 10,000 more connectors in their brain than men's do. And it affects all kinds of areas of our life. The number 1 area starts with the letter T. It's the area of talk. Gary Smalley says the average woman uses 50,000 words a day. I have a 14-year-old daughter, 250 words a minute with gusts up to 300. Now, ladies, typical 24-hour period, how many words does a man use? Give me a number. 3, 10, right? My research shows 13. 13,000. It's about half of what women use, but 13 is all we need. When we come home from work on a Friday night or any day, well, we come home, we've used up 9,987 words. We have 13, that's enough to ask the 3 things we want to know. What's for dinner, right? Where's the remote, right? And is this our night? And my wife always says, it's not even so much what you say, it's because guys like to tease. We have a hard time expressing our affection. It's not that we don't have feelings. It's not that we don't care. It's just we're vulnerable, so we tend to tease, and I am blessed. I mean, I have some pictures of my family in the back. Gorgeous redhead. You don't believe in miracles. Look at the wife God gave me. I married way over my head. And looking out there, some of you guys did too. It's like, I'm telling you. She's a gorgeous redhead. She graduated with honors in college, and she's very religious. Like, every meal is a burnt sacrifice. It's just impressive to me. No, see, I think that's funny. You know what I found out? Another thing I wish I knew before I said I do? I wish I knew women had tear ducts. First time we came home after our honeymoon, my wife set up a special tablecloth, little candle, special dinner celebrating our new life together. I'm a typical guy. I come home from work, I'm tired, I'm hot, I'm hungry, sit down, I'm shoving food in my mouth, she's over there, yada, yada, yada. So I said, I might as well say something. I just blurted out, where'd you get this meat? She started to pant like a puppy. A tear started to run down her cheek. Guys don't know how to handle tears, ladies. We panic. I used 2 of my 13 words. I said, what's wrong? It is the only question in the history of human language a woman will answer with 1 word. You say what's wrong, they say. Nothing. Oh, but they don't say it like that. What's wrong, honey? Nothing. See, guys are only limited to one side of our brain, and then we're problem solvers. We want to fix it. So no, tell me what I did. And see, women think we know because women have another T. They have telepathy. They know things they don't even know how they know, they just know. And I love to talk about marriage. I love to tell people what God's done in my life and in my family. I am so blessed, and I hope you have the same joy that I do. My name's Gordon Douglas. Thank you for letting me share these few minutes.
Please welcome Bean and Bailey.
Thank you, that's so kind. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Jackson Bailey is going to unveil a brand new song. A song that he has written, a song that shows the other side of Jackson Bailey.
What are you talking about, like the backside?
No, the serious side of Jackson Bailey. If you've seen a Bean and Bailey show before, you know that he has a tendency to be silly on stage. But I'm so proud of him for what he has done for this new song he has written. Jackson.
Thank you, Bradley. You know, it's difficult to find a friend that will actually listen. And so I decided I would write a song to my childhood friend who did nothing for me but listen. So this goes out to you, bro. It's a little emotional, so if I tear up, just go with it, okay? We're all supposed to learn from each other. I hope you've learned as much from me as I have learned from you, my brother. You wear so many hats. I wish that I could be like you, like that. And you've got so many shoes. It's true. I wish that I could be like you. But you are not a human, Mr. Potato Head. But I still think you're cool no matter what all of my friends have said. And although you're not a human, Mr. Potato Head, you're more faithful than my pets, because I've never found you dead. You were always changing, yet you never change. What?
That's what I like about you. You stay the same until you change.
Hey, Jackson, Jackson, I don't want to interrupt, but it's your song, but I mean, have you really thought through the words? It's brand new. You said you stay the same until you change.
Okay, this is ridiculous. You know, we're all sitting here thinking the same thing, okay? And it's two things. Number one is, that point obviously was way too deep for you, okay? You know what I'm saying? And number two is, we're all starting to wonder whether you ever really had a potato head. So just rock the song like I told you to, okay?
Your eyes, your ears, your nose, you don't care.
No, you don't care.
Your tongue, your hands, your feet, even your hair.
I said even your hair.
You stay so cool, so calm, you remain the same.
I said you never change.
People toy with you, but you ain't no game.
Somebody say his name. Say his name.
Mr. Potato Head.
Potato head. You're my potato head. Sweet potato head. Thank you.
Jackson, that was great, man. I liked it. They liked it. Good
That
job.
just took a lot out of me.
Well, we can slow it down a bit for our last song.
That would be great, because
how
I don't
about
have a whole
something-
lot left.
How about something like this?
Oh man, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, and I like it. I like it because see, Bradley and I, we've been sitting just around in the hotel room when we're traveling lately, and we do the blues. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody relates to the blues, and that's what we like about it. How many of you guys have ever been to Memphis? Oh yeah, home of the king, right? You know? And we like to go to Beale Street and see B.B. King's place and eat at Elvis's restaurant that has the famous fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. It'll kill you in 2 minutes. But it's awesome. It tastes really good. But we just been freestyling the blues, so let's just sit back, relax. If you want to dance in your seat like the blues people, you do this.
All right, let's go.
It's a nice move. All right, freestyle, brother.
I got the blues, I got the blues, I got the blues, I got the blues. You see, I work all week just to pay my dues.
I got one on you, Bradley. Play it for me. Go. I got the blues. I mean, Bradley's got the blues. I think you'll like this.
Okay, I got it.
Bradley's got the blues. He's got the blues.
I got the blues.
Yeah. Because he's got a hairy back. Ooh, I'm sure glad I ain't you. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking Sasquatch. You know what I'm saying?
What are you doing? You don't go sharing stuff like that with people you don't even know or people you just
it's
met.
a normal problem. It's not a big deal.
This
okay?
just shows your immaturity. You don't know where to draw the line.
Calm down, Wolf Man, and do one on me.
I'm not stooping to your level, okay?
Just do one on me. It'll make you feel better. Come on, I can take it.
All right, I got one.
A little touchy.
He's got the blues. Jackson's got the blues.
I got the blues. You know what I'm saying?
He's got the blues.
Oh, I'm down.
Jackson's got the blues.
And I'm so blue. Bring it on.
Cause he still wets the bed.
Okay.
And he's 32.
Okay, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? At least yours was a normal problem.
Okay,
Okay,
you asked me.
No, that doesn't
You
happen to people
told
my
me.
age.
You told me.
This is great.
What?
I think it just peed a little.
Look, Jackson. Look, don't worry about it. Okay, Jackson. Look, you know, now that I think about it, I don't feel so bad that they know about my problem. We've all got problems. I was talking to a gentleman earlier who had some serious early hair loss going on, okay?
I saw him.
I talked to someone with some seriously bad breath.
Definitely talk to him.
Okay, so do you see my point?
I get your point. What you're saying is we tear other people down, it makes us feel better about
No,
ourselves.
no, not at all. No. When we realize we've all got problems, we realize how silly it is to go around pretending we don't have any problems. Why not share them with each other
I
and
see what
bear
you're
the
saying.
load?
So, like, if instead of putting on a mask, especially like when you go to church and acting like you've got it all together, you know, at least we could do is take off the mask and just be ourselves and, and encourage and love each other in our imperfections.
Exactly. That's why everyone loves the blues, because we've all had the blues at one time or another. So let's finish it up with the last little blues line.
Let's do it.
What are you doing, Jackson? Hey, what are you doing?
Well, all blues music has a harmonica.
You don't have a harmonica.
Clearly.
Okay. No.
But I do have the hand monica. And I take it with me wherever I go.
Okay.
So can I do that?
Sure, Jackson. Finish it up. What was that?
It's chicken.
We've all got the blues. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Bailey on the harmonica. We're being Bailey. Thank you guys so much.
Please welcome Robert G. Lee.
Well, I want to give you one fact before we leave tonight, and that is they have discovered now that babies are the greatest evangelical tool out there. I'll give you proof. Get on an airplane with a baby and baby gear, and I don't care where people are in their faith walk, every head is going down.
Oh, dear Lord. Don't let them sit next to us.
You go down the aisle, you get what I call the ooh-ah way. People in front of you go ooh, people behind you go ah. What is it about babies that people will come up, people you don't even know, and ask to hold your child? It's like, well, I don't know you. This is the most precious thing in the world to me. Here. Do we do this with anyone else? Oh, your wife is lovely. May I hold her? Come on, give us a kiss. Give us a kiss. Come on, come on. I've got 2 kids. We put them in private education. You have to do that now in LA if you want them to speak English. It's kind of scary. And in private school, what you find out is that you pay the tuition and you pay every month after that because they always have another contest. I have Time magazine until Christ comes back. It says it on the label right there. Now, I grew up, I had no education whatsoever because I was a smart aleck. I was always sent in the hall. That was me. I never learned anything. Or what I learned was behind a door, a wooden door is like a Charlie Brown cartoon. Wah, 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 wah. And I was homeschooled, which is what really hurt me more than anything else. It's really hurt. It's like, Mom, come on! But because I have no formal education, I'm fascinated by inventions and who invented things. I have no idea who invented stuff, and it's not cars, electricity. I don't care about that. I want to know who invented Jell-O and bagpipes. You know what Jell-O's made from? Cow and horse hooves. Who invented that? Bunch of cowboys sitting around going, you know, we've pretty much eaten the whole cow. But I'll bet you, if we take them hooves, grind them up, add water, cherry flavoring, sliced bananas, and then freeze it, we got dessert! But better than that, bagpipes. You know what bagpipes are originally made from? Sheep's bladders. Who invented that? Hey, McGillicuddy, there's a pint in it for you. If you'll blow that sheep's bladder. And then squeeze it until it sounds like Amazing Grace. Well, of course the sheep's alive. That's what the pint is for. Ba, 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 ba. I don't get it. I don't get it. That was a short set. I'm done. Bye. So long.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Robert G. Lee. Dean and Bailey. Thanks